I just want to talk a little bit of NFL just before we do leave. I want to see what you guys, who is your MVP for this year? We'll start with Bad Luck Beto.
Me being biased, first half of the season, I was really counting on Russell Wilson. He was playing phenomenal ball. The past 3 games, he's my fantasy quarterback. I'm in the playoffs thanks to him and Derrick Henry.
Oh God!
Nice. Good choice.
Here we go.
But honestly,
Oh, no.
I mean, to me, no one this season has really stand it out to me, at least in my opinion.
Stood out.
Stood out. Sorry, but I would have to say, if I was counting first half to now, even Dak Prescott was having a decent season this year. But to me, I guess it would be still, if Russell Wilson can wrap up the season the way he started off in the beginning, I think Russell Wilson could be the MVP this year.
Dang, Juan. Phenomenal Juan.
I know. I saw your face you were giving me.
I know. I want to see.
Man, at the beginning of the season, let Russ cook was a real thing. But, if he was cooking my Thanksgiving dinner, I'd be pretty pissed because he's definitely been overcooking, throwing too many picks. So
A lot of turnovers.
No. Russell Wilson out. He had his chance. There's no way he can regain it unless Rodgers and Mahomes, which are really the two only real contenders left. Josh Allen is a nice little honorable mention, but it's up to those two.
Yeah.
It's easily Rodgers and my homeboy. I would say though, just Tosca and I were kind of talking about this, and I don't think you can go wrong with either or. But I'm picking Aaron Rodgers. Even putting all the bias away, I had Mahomes over Rodgers over this weekend. The reason I had Rodgers second was because Rodgers had the Bucs game. But then if you kind of saw, the game Mahomes had, it was kind of a for his standards, kind of a bad game, right? So I would give the edge now to Rodgers because Rodgers does lead in QBR. He leads in touchdowns. Yes, Mahomes has more yards, and his team has more wins. But it's and this is not Mahomes' fault. But you take away Rodgers from the Packers are, probably drafting Trevor Lawrence, or Justin Fields. The Chiefs, they're probably getting the 4th or 5th seed because they still have Kelsey, they still have Tyreek Hill, who can play offense and defense at the same time. Catching up to his own offensive player when they get a deep ball. This is ridiculous, man. And he makes everyone that runs like a 4-3, 4-4 look slow. It's insane.
Fast people.
So
not so fast.
Not fast, exactly. That's how Tyreek Hill runs the football. And he's insane, man. They're just loaded, right? And again, not Patty's fault. He's awesome. But give me Rodgers just because of the circumstances. Of course, let's act the fact that they said, okay, Mahomes, what do you need? You need another running back? Okay, they drafted what's his name? Cloud Heller. I can't even say his last name, but
he's my
dude. He got drafted. Okay, let's give him a first round running back. Sure, let's do it. And who did the Packers drafted? Oh, let's trade up for a quarterback. That's 3rd string. 2nd round. Who are we going to trade for? Oh, E.J. Dillon, 3rd string running back. So it's like, okay, we were 1 game away from the championship, and now let's draft, the 3rd stringers with our first 2 picks. Smart. Oh, and I think the 3rd pick was a tight end, 3rd string tight end.
Oh, there you
go. so
add insult to injury.
All right. Tosco, talk to me.
Ouch. I agree with Juan that I agree with Beto. Russell Wilson had it in the first half of the season hard. It was by leaps and bounds. But then he started, playing poorly, to say it nicely.
I mean, they have no offensive line, but whatever.
a
That's
lot of people don't have an offensive line, so
The Eagles don't have an offensive line.
there you go. And
My
Eagles
what did I
Cowboys don't have
say
an
about
offensive line.
Eagles don't have a
and what did I
quarterback.
say? What did I say about the quarterback at Philly?
Worst
he
quarterback in the
sucks.
league.
Yeah, there you go. So, but back to what Juan was saying. Rodgers does lead the league in touchdowns, and he leads the league in QB rating, not QBR. Mahomes leads the league in QBR, which I mean, you can have your way, which one you like more, which one you follow, QBR or the QB rating.
Yeah.
But each one leads in the other. Mahomes does lead the league in yards and completion percentage.
Rodgers
So
does. Well, no. I mean, I think
no,
maybe Allen does.
it's Mahomes. Mahomes has
Oh
no. After last night, you're right. After last night, I forget about last night. Josh Allen does now. But you are right.
Rodgers had 69. I think Mahomes had 68 last I checked. But you're right. It's passer rating, not QBR. You're right.
Yeah. But I do agree that Josh Allen is in the conversation now. Juan brings up a good point there. Josh Allen does deserve consideration now after last night's victory. He just needs to make sure they win the division, make it to the playoffs, and I think Josh Allen will be there in the conversation. I don't think he's going to win it unless Mahomes and Rodgers fall off the face of the planet. Yeah,
or God forbid get injured.
Mm-hmm.
So, I didn't want to say it like that, but I do think Mahomes is the MVP, just slight edge over Rodgers. Rodgers is my fantasy quarterback, so I do know how awesome of a season he is having. But Mahomes is my MVP. The Chiefs have an 11-1 record. The Packers 9-3. You can make an argument who has a tougher schedule, who's faced tougher opponents, but at the same time, I just think that Pat Mahomes, other than this past weekend, he's been having a great season. He's been coming back, winning games. He's been blowing people out, and he hasn't been making that many mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
And Rodgers you can say the same thing about him, but just I think that just the record and and some different kind of moments throughout the season that he hasn't had yet. I'll give it to Mahomes.
Yeah. I know, Clutch, you're not really a football guy, but just throw me an MVP name.
Based off of what they said, Mahomes.
There you go.
But yeah, I
Mahomes.
mean, I don't really watch football, so. But
Right,
I mean,
bro.
as an outsider, I do hear Mahomes' name a lot. So, if that has any value, but yeah.
There we go.
It's wrong. It's
Tons
Colt
of value.
McCoy.
All right.
No, Deshaun?
No. The thing is that I can say Deshaun is having a good year, but he's made mistakes that has cost his team.
That I agree.
I don't think all the losing is his fault, because I do think that their team is not great. But I think Deshaun has had moments, not just talking about like this last weekend where he fumbled the ball at the 1 yard line to go in and score and possibly win the game. But in other games where, he's thrown a pick, right when they're driving or there's something going on, throw a pick or, cause a fumble or, make the wrong decision and throwing to this receiver when you had somebody wide open, and it's not, he doesn't do it consistently, but it's not something that I would think would consider him to be one of the best this season. But he's there, but I think those other quarterbacks are having better years.
Nice.